See, Drake had a problem. Not Drake the rapper, Drake Bell. But they did have a little bit in common. See, Drake had this one ex, right? She come down and said, hey, Drake Bell like him young. But see, it was a little bit worse than that because that was just a side point to her main point. Her main point was, I broke up with Drake because he would me often and badly. Drake says, hey, yo, she said, I'm not finished. Also, side note, I found some weird stuff on his computer and he liked him young. Drake goes, can I talk now? I never put my hands on her. Everybody said, what about the other thing she said? Drake said, I never put my hands on her. Who knows who's telling the truth? But then suddenly, Drake gets this weird charge. He gets a charge for, listen closely, endangering a super young person in a weird way. Now, if you know anything about the court system, is they'll only go for cases that they can win. So what they usually charge people for is for something that's super broad. Now, the world is a little confused because what he was charged for can mean anything. Well, that was until the trial, which was broadcasted. See, Drake was charged for messaging someone in ways that he probably shouldn't have been messaging her. But here's where things start to get wicked. See, the girl pops out. Everything's set in stone. Remember, he said he's guilty. So there's no jury, it's done. They just need to hear their sides of the story. He said, hey, the only reason I said I was guilty is because I want this all to go fast. She said, oh, is it my turn to talk? She begins to go in on Drake. She said, they said the number 15, but the number was 12. She said that's when she was connected with Drake because she was a super fan of Drake. So they texted until the number 15, and that's when things started to get a little weird. Drake messages her back then. How old are you again? She said, Drake said, oh, hurry up. Now, Drake's lawyer in our time goes, hold on, let me stop you right there. Hurry up can also be taken to mean, leave me alone, you're too young. Everybody go, why? He go, moving on. Do y'all not understand how stressed out this lawyer probably was? No one knew she was gonna say all that. She said, well, anyway, Drake invites me to his concert. The lawyer goes, she go, and then it gets physical. He go, wait. Starts looking through his papers. He said, I'm prepared for this. She goes, and then he invites me to his car. And then he comes to my hotel. Lawyer said, objection. Wait, hold on, objection. She can't talk about this. We're talking about texting. The judge goes, oh yeah. Well, it's out now. Now, Drake denies her claims, but this time the United States isn't really going for it. And why I said the United States is because Mexico and Drake is like this, really South America in general. Now, people think that Drake got charged for this stuff and he fled to Mexico, but that's not the case. He didn't really get charged that hard. He was just always a huge hit in Spanish-speaking countries, like chart topic. So he said, if the US doesn't like me, I'm moving to Mexico. He even wrote it in a song. Now, I would be remiss to mention that something not so great happened to Drake when he was younger as well. Really, many Nickelodeon stars. If you do want to learn more about that, check out the documentary Quiet on the Set.